Hey, I want to show you how you can quickly create a chart in Excel from a little set of data. And so in this example set of data, what we're looking at are the total expenses for any category of household expenses for a few months out of the year. We're taking some totals here in our example for a household January through March. So what the chart's ultimately going to show us obviously is that our childcare and mortgage expenses are the greatest expenses that we have in this household for that period of time. But let's take a look at how we can visualize this here. So what I want to do is select each of the expense categories as well as the amount paid. And then what I want to do is leave that selected and then go to insert, and you can choose any number of charts here, but I'm going to pick, for example's sake, a column, and then I'm going to go to 2D column, clustered column. Let's just click that for example's sake, and you can see now a really simple graph that appears that ties to our table of household expenses and the amount that we've paid. And you can see, as we knew was going to be the case, childcare and mortgage pop here as the biggest bars out on the right hand side of this chart here. Now let's say we want to quickly apply a different chart layout. You'll notice there's no title appearing. This label is appearing and floating over here on the right hand side. Don't really like that, so I'm going to go up to our chart layouts area here and click on this downward arrow, and then I'm going to select a default chart layout here that has a title included on it, and click on that, and now you can see we've got a chart title to work with, and we can just go in here and edit this and say household expenses January through March, and just click outside of that and it'll take it. And I'm going to make this a little bigger. You can make it bigger by just clicking somewhere on the chart and then making sure you get these diagonal arrows that appear when you hover over any corner of the chart. Click, hold with your left mouse button, and then drag it out as far as you want to go. Now let's change this series 1 label here so that it actually means something. What this really is the amount that's been paid for each of these expenses. So I'm going to go up to select data. You can see series 1 is appearing as the legend entry for any of these series, and what I just want to do is click edit, and you can see now it'll give me the opportunity to enter a series name. And all I need to do is just click on what we want to name it. Like I said, that's amount paid, so I'm going to click on cell B2 here, click OK again, and you can now see that this is clearly labeled in our chart that what this blue area represents is the amount that's been paid for each of these expense categories. Now let's click on the chart again and go up to our chart tools, and under design, let's click and apply a different default design here. There's a ton of chart styles available, and if you click on this downward arrow over here, you can see them appear. And let's just for example's sake change it to something a little edgier here. So I'm going to select style 43. You can see that now the chart looks quite a bit different than it did originally.